Hello, and welcome to the Leisurely Learning EquatIO series. In this series, we will go over in depth how to use the various parts of the EquatIO extension to best support your students. In this video, we will be reviewing how to use EquatIO with a Google form. Let's get started. Okay, so here we have our Google form, and to access EquatIO here, we're actually not going to use the blue diamond up here in the corner. What we are going to do is we're going to look for these blue squares, and these blue squares will only appear after you've installed and activated, allowed permissions for EquatIO. So I'm going to start by writing my question, so I'll put in my text. And now I want to put in my equation. Now I could type in this equation because it's fairly simple, but I'm actually going to use the EquatIO button here because I wanted to follow the same kind of format. So as soon as we press this blue square, we're going to see this toolbar up here. So I'm going to come down to my equation editor, and I'm going to put in my equation, and I'm going to press insert. Now, just like everything else, it's going to insert this as an image. So it means you have the same functionality as any other image within a form. So if I want to change the alignment, so if I center align this, I'm going to go to these three dots to do this. Now I'm going to go to option 1. So I'm going to go over to my EquatIO, and I'm going to trash this, and I'm going to start by putting in a table. So I'm going to go X, enter, and then I'm going to go up here to get my columns, and I'm actually going to add 2 columns because I like my tables nicely spaced out, and I'll do 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me give myself a little bit more space here so I can see what I'm doing. So we're going to have 3, 5, 7, 9. All right, and I'm going to insert that. Again, it's going to go in there as a picture. Now, the question answer still shows up as option 1, so I probably don't want that. So I'm going to go in and put A and leave that. And of course, then Google Forms will make suggestions, so I'm going to add all of those. I'm going to go to, now I'm going to do, let's do algebra tiles next. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to, let's trash this. I'm going to go to the math space. And I'm going to find here, not smart shapes, sorry, regular shapes. Let's see, algebra. There we go, algebra tiles, X and Y grouped. I'm going to take those. And I'm going to click over here. So I'm just going to, and this is going to be my wrong answer. I'm going to have, oops. I'm going to get rid of the ones I don't need. That was this one. So I'm going to have this represent my 2x. And then I'm going to have this one, and I'll copy it and paste it. So, and I'll do that one more time. And I just want to make sure that these are nice and lined up because it's the kind of person I am. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to press insert. And we're going to see again that inserted as an image. All right, let's go down to C. We'll do a quick graph. So we'll go over to the graphing function. Oh, perfect. It's already in there. We're going to insert that graph. And finally here, I want to put in another equation. So I'm just going to click here. And I'm going to put in an equation. So I'm going to put in the equation 6y plus 2 bracket equals 3 bracket 4x plus 5. All right, and I'm going to insert that. All right, so now I've got my question. So let's just go take a quick peek at what this is going to look like. So we'll go to preview view. And we can see here, here's my question, and here it's giving my students the options and, of course, the choices that they're going to pick. If you want, of course, as with all forms, you can decide which one is going to be the correct answer. So this is super easy, or sorry, in this case, which one's going to be the wrong answer. This is going to be the wrong answer. And I'm going to press done. And now I'm going to add another question. So this time what I'm going to do is my question is going to be a short answer question. So we're just going to change that to short answer. And I'm going to create a question that says, create an equation for a line with a y-intercept of -4, -4, and a slope of 5/7. Okay, and I'm purposely leaving that in that format because I don't want to make it too obvious. Intercept, let's fix that. All right, now this is a short answer question. So I'm not going to put in an answer, but what I want to do is if I want to use my answer key, I'm going to come up with correct answers. So the first correct answer I'm going to do, I'm going to put in basically as in regular text. So y equals 5/7x minus 4. Okay. And of course, when you're using the correct answer thing, you have to take into account all those variations. So now because we're typing it in, what if our students put in spaces? So let's go put in spaces. X minus 4, right? And we can continue to go on and on about this. Now, what I really like though here is if you use EquatIO to put in that answer, so we'll just trash this. It's great because it does the spacing for you. So you don't have to worry about all those different validations that come with that, right? Assuming they have the right information, it will validate that. So I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to give this to be 1 point. Okay, so those are all going to be correct answers, and they're all going to be done. So let's go in and let's pretend we're a student, and let's do this. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to mark this one as, oops, hold on. Oh, it went in the wrong order. That's okay. So when the student gets this, they're going to get this box. And when they want to use EquatIO, just like we did from creating the form, they're going to press on that blue box. They're going to come over here and they're going to type in their answer. So we're going to say y equals 5/7x minus 4. Okay, and I'm going to insert that. And then here I'm going to make an oopsie doodle mistake. So there we go. And I'm going to press submit. All right, so the student has submitted their thing. They can view their score. So the student will come here. They're going to see that this actually was correct. So that validation was done. It does not matter that it was done in EquatIO, right? It was able to validate that that one's wrong. Okay, again, if I go back to the actual original form and I look at it, I can see my responses here, right? I can see that this one was marked correct. Even if I went to individual, right, I can see the correctness. Now, the one thing I want you to notice, if you do decide you want to put this in the spreadsheet, some of us really like spreadsheets. I know I do. I'm going to just select a spreadsheet, create that. Oh, try that one more time. Create a new spreadsheet. There we go. All right, now what you will notice is in here, that picture is showing up as an actual HTML. So it's a link. So you obviously don't want to be clicking on lots and lots of links if that's actually the case. So what you can do is when you turn on your EquatIO, you will notice that it actually turns it into that image for you. So if you like using the spreadsheet version or you're looking at a lot of equations, you can do it that way. And that way you can see what the actual image is for the picture. Okay, and so that's how you use EquatIO in a Google form. If you have any questions, make sure you use the link below to access the EquatIO video question form. Be sure to leave an email so that we can respond to your question. Thank you for watching the video.